What is going on, guys? Chris here of Chris Collects, bringing you another video. So it's a vlog. Haven't done one in a while, and the reason it's a vlog is because it's that time of year again. Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con. So just got back from Comic-Con. Awesome time again. A lot of cool stuff. Didn't go to any panels. There was two I wanted to go to, but the one was like at 11. Doors were at 10. But for some reason, they didn't let us until 10:30, so then by the time we got into the convention center, all the people that did get in earlier were already in line, so I couldn't see the panel. Which kind of stunk. It was a Dragon Ball Z panel, and it was the voice of Goku and Vegeta were there, so kind of bummed I missed that. Still cool nonetheless. A lot of cool stuff again this year. A lot of cool stuff to see and do and buy, of course. So I bought a lot of stuff. Not as much as last year, but still a decent amount of stuff. So anyway, first off, got a Dark Horse Comics bag with Hellboy on it. Always love the free bags you get. They're always nice little touches. So first off, we'll start with this. I found this at one of the random booths. And it was so awesome, and it was only $10. So I was like, how could I not get this? And that is, boom, Dexter's Lab, Mandark and Dexter, Wacky Wobbler bobbleheads. So they're bobbleheads of Mandark and Dexter from Dexter's Lab. Like, for $10, I got both of them. Awesome. So, yeah, just, it's cool. They're from Funko, too, actually, which is awesome. So yeah, that was one of my first purchases. Not my first, but one of the first. So that was awesome. Then we got my only Funko Pop. I only got one Funko Pop today because there wasn't too many, honestly, that they showed that were really appealing to me. But I had just happened to be walking by a stand and I saw this guy and I was like, I need to get it. Golden Superhero Stan Lee. So it's Stan Lee. They had the superhero version at Comic-Con, but this is the gold version. It's a Stanley.com collectibles exclusive, so you can only get it at Stan Lee's booth. And this was $25, I think. And yeah, it was awesome. For $125, I could have got it signed by Stan Lee, but unfortunately, I didn't want to pay that. So I just got the pop for $25, which is so cool. Then I got a Rorschach mask. So you've probably seen these in the store before, but I just happened to be walking by and I saw it, and I've wanted one for a while, so I picked it up. So let's try it. I don't know how well this is going to work, honestly, with my beard, because the way it works is the color changes based on your breath. So let's see if it even fits my big head, honestly, because I have a pretty big head. So yeah. Not sure where the eye holes. Ah, there we go. There's the eye holes. Alright, so it fits pretty well, looks like. I'm trying to look in the video, see if it's changing. I don't know if it's changing. How's the visibility? Will the mask fit me? Does the mask work in all temperature environments? Does rain fit no safe? Okay, the corner phone now. I don't know if it's working. I'm sure it is, or I'm sure I have to like kind of figure it out. It says on there there's like breathing techniques you can use to figure out the mask better. So I don't know. I'll have to look at that. Still cool. It's a Rorschach mask. Rorschach's awesome. Again, I don't know how well it's working, but whatever. Cool nonetheless. So that's not getting back in the bag. So I'm just gonna stay out of the bag. So we got that. Put my hat back on because my hair's gonna get in the way and bother me. Okay. So we got that, and then we got, this is it for the actual physical stuff. Well, not physical, but the stuff that isn't art. We got Cyanide Happiness books, Punching Zoo, and Depressing Comic Book. And it was signed by the Cyanide Happiness guys, which is awesome. I have Purple Shirted Eye Stabber tattooed on me. So, I love Cyanide Happiness. I've been meaning to pick up these books for a while. Just haven't gotten around to it, so I finally picked it up. So, with picking up that book, if you spent a certain amount of money at their booth, you got a free sketch. You spend $30, you get a free small sketch, which is what I got. If you spend 50 or something like that, I don't know, 40 or 50, you got a medium sketch, and then 75 or more, I think you got a large sketch. So I got a small sketch, and the guys just drew it for you right there, which is pretty cool. And you could either give them a topic, or they had a little bin, and you pull 2 topics from it, and then they would draw something on that. So I told them I wanted something with Purple Shirted Eye Stabber, since I have Purple Shirted Eye Stabber tattooed on me, obviously. So this is what they gave me. Pretty awesome. There's Purple Shirted Eye Stabber stabbing someone's eye out and it being pulled all the way out of their socket. So that's awesome. My friend actually got something from them too, and he pulled 2 random ones, and he got gym molestation, and it was pretty funny. It was a gym coach laying underneath a pull-up bar with a giant erection, and the little kid was doing a pull-up and freaking out and sweating because he was about to get molested. Cyanide and Happiness is very dark and dirty humor, but funny nonetheless. So then the next stuff I got was a bunch of prints. Now, the problem with these prints is, as you can see, I mean, at least part of my room, I have no wall space for anything, so I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but they were awesome, and I needed to get them, and I'll figure something out eventually for room. So, this is the first thing I bought all day. Actually, I'll show this one first. And I've seen this on Tumblr and stuff before, and it's just an awesome piece of art, and I saw the art there, and I was like, I need to have this, because it's awesome. He had it in t-shirts and stuff too, but I just wanted to print. So it's Velociraptor, and it's where the skull and the brain are coming out. And it's just awesome. He had a bunch of different ones. Bent a little there, but it's not too bad. That's the one thing I hate about it. The one thing that's annoying is just trying to get these posters safe. Now the one guy, I'm going to show you art from before, had it the best. He had thick backers on it too, almost like when you get the comic book backers. Which is the best way you should do it if you're selling art, because I don't want your art to get bent. Anyway, I digress. Then I got 3 pieces from this other artist. She was pretty cool, and got all the pieces signed and stuff. She had some gaming stuff and some other stuff, which is pretty cool. So, first one, Shadow of the Colossus. Boom, there it is. And her name is Jillian Newland. And if you want to check her out, it's JillianNewland.com, spelled Gillian, and then Newland.com. And she is on Facebook and Instagram, the same thing, Jillian Newland. So check her out. Her stuff's pretty cool. So I got the Shadow of Colossus. Then I got Big Daddy with Little Sisters, which was sweet. And then finally, I saw this one at the last second, and I was like, oh my god, I need that. Mass Effect, Reaper Invasion, awesome. Unfortunately, there was a Fallout print that I really wanted, but it was $40 for it, and the reason I didn't get it was because it, not that it wasn't original art, but it looked very similar to something that just like the Fallout media came out with, so I'm kind of like, like I'm not going to spend $40 for that if I could just print it myself. I like the art where it's actually, you could tell it's something completely different the artist came up with. So, that was my beef with that, and there wasn't, honestly, I didn't see any other Fallout art at all, so I was kind of bummed about that, because I did want to get something Fallout related, since I'm pumped for Fallout 4, but, again, what are you going to do? Then finally, my 2 favorite, honestly, that I found, and this guy had so much cool art that I wanted to buy so much more, but I didn't want to spend too much money because these were pretty expensive prints, but you'll see why, rightfully so. And the other thing is, I have no wall space, so I didn't want to buy 10 prints and have nowhere to put them. These are awesome. I've seen this picture on Tumblr before again, but this is cool. It's the starter Pokemon, and this is the guy I was talking about where he has the hardback. I don't even want to take this out right now, but it's obviously Japanese style, but it's actually printed on traditional, like, Japanese paper, which is awesome. You can see, like, on the bottom, it's not like a perfect straight line printer paper. Like, it's actually traditional Japanese paper, which is just amazing. I think this guy's name is Jed Henry. Not positive. It's hard to read his signature, but I think that says Jed Henry. He did have an email. I forgot to grab his email, but he did have a mailing list you could sign up for, and I signed up for it. So hopefully I'll get an email from him soon so I can actually find out his name and maybe pick up more stuff soon. So that was awesome. He had another Pokemon one too. It looked like it was like an illegal cockfighting ring, it looked like, except it was Pokemon. And they had Pikachu battling Meowth, and like Team Rock was in there, and they looked all like traditional Japanese style and geisha and stuff like that, and it was awesome. I love Japanese culture and stuff like that, so that was cool. And what else did he have? He had Final Fantasy one, he had a Chrono Cross one, Metroid, Mario Kart, a bunch of stuff, like really cool stuff. I'm hoping too that if he does, you know, send out an email or anything, I hope he takes requests, because there would be so many things I think that would be awesome looking in this art style that I would pay to like commission and have that. But then I got this one, I saw this one was just this one was just awesome. I'm like blown away by how cool these are, honestly. Star Fox. They're all riding on the clouds, like almost like Nimbus clouds from Dragon Ball Z. But they're all traditional Japanese style. So you have Fox and Slippy up there. They're all wielding samurai swords. Well, Slippy's wielding like a baseball bat. Although I'm sure it's not a baseball bat. It's probably some traditional Japanese weapon. But it looks like a baseball bat. And then you have Falco and Peppy down there. Peppy with a bow and arrow and Falco with a spear. And it's just... these things blew me away. And I almost walked away without buying these. I really did. Like, I walked away and I was like, I don't want to spend that much money on them. Not that they don't deserve to have that much money spent on them, but I spent a decent amount of money today, and I was like, I don't really want to spend too much more. And I was like, I don't want to spend too much more because I have nowhere to put them. But I knew if I didn't buy them, I would regret it. So I went back and bought them. Because the thing is, I don't know if the same artists are at Comic-Con every year, because the guy that I bought some art from last year, I didn't see him there this year. And it looked like a lot of different artists from the last year I went to. Like, I didn't really recognize any art. So I didn't want to walk away and never have a chance to get those. And they were awesome. So it was, I think they were $30 a print, and then but it was, if you bought two, they were 25 each or something like that. So again, kind of expensive, but totally understandable why. But like I said, it wasn't even that they were expensive. It was just that I'd already spent. It was like the last thing I went to. It was just so much money, or I'd spent a decent amount of money today, and I just, towards the end, I was like, maybe I'll save a little bit. But I couldn't. Had to buy it because those are so awesome. So, yeah, that is my Comic-Con haul this year. Not as crazy as last year, where I had, you know, the Keyblade and the couple Funko Pops and some prints. And I honestly don't remember everything I got from last year, but I think that was the majority of it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm sure I got some other stuff, but nothing that came off the top of my head. The only thing that I was really looking for that they didn't have too much of was I was trying to look for more Tokyo Ghoul merch. I'm really obsessed with Tokyo Ghoul right now. And they didn't really have too much. The only thing I really saw was, like, they had the Blu-ray, or then the DVD, which I just picked up from Amazon, and it was cheaper on Amazon, obviously. And the mask, they had a lot of places, which, again, I got from Amazon. And the only other thing I saw, and I was debating getting it, but then after I bought those prints, there was no way I was going to get, like, I had the money, but I didn't want to spend all my money that I brought with me. I should have, why not, but whatever. Was they had a Tokyo Ghoul statue, and it was one of the, you know, higher end statues, and it was $130. But I didn't buy it because, again, I didn't want to spend all my money, and I could probably get it on Amazon or somewhere else, and it would probably be cheaper. When I go to Comic-Con, I tend to try to get things that are exclusive, or things that might be harder to find, because obviously they jack the prices up because it's Comic-Con. It's like, I don't really like buying comics at Comic-Con. I know it's kind of weird and doesn't sound like it makes sense, but it does. There's a lot of good deals you can get, don't get me wrong. But I tend not to buy comics at Comic-Con just because I feel like they're a little overpriced, or they jack the price up. Again, you can find deals. Like, I'm not saying you can't, but I try to get more physical goods and exclusive stuff when I go. So, anyway, after that long rant of whatever I was just talking about, that's it for my not San Diego. I don't know why I said that. I was thinking about San Diego because me and my friends were talking about wanting to go to that. Maybe, possibly next year. Anyway, that's it for my New York Comic-Con vlog. Only went the one day again this year because this year the weekend passes and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all sold out like instantly. It's getting to the point of San Diego Comic-Con where I just hope next year it doesn't get this as bad as that with Thursday. Like I hope Thursday, as much as I want to go on a Saturday or Sunday or Friday, I hope Thursday still at least remains a day where it's easier to get tickets for and they're not going to sell out, because it's just annoying having to go through the process like at San Diego, where it's going to be impossible to get tickets, and I don't have to go through that. But anyway, that's it for my New York Comic Con vlog. And yeah, picked up a lot of cool stuff, and I was happy about it. I had a good time, and now I'm probably going to go pass out because I am so exhausted and so tired. So anyway, guys, as always, thank you for watching my videos and supporting me. And let me know in the comments below what you thought of the stuff I got. And did you go to Comic-Con? Did you go to New York Comic-Con? Maybe I saw you there. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. And like I said, guys, thank you as always for supporting me. See you guys later.